Hello everybody, week 1, number 6 design, shiny flowers with some mosaic effects. Okay, so I already prepared one sample with the color of canvas of possibilities. Okay, 11553, and then I prepared the base extra, I prepared the wine paint gel, the French white color, the shiny rose, yeah, and me and you, just us two. And in the end, of course, the dry top. I prepare from everything a very little bit because these designs, they don't want too much. Okay, I have the Stalex one liner brush. Okay, liner 01. I have the Neo Nail Expert. Okay, thin and long. And I have a dotting tool. That's it. So I put on one of the side base extra. Doesn't have to be perfect because anyway we will draw the lines, so you just put it on, you don't cure it. Then the French white, which is a very, it's not a thick color, I put very little here. It's a very runny, watery color. Still it's pigmented, so it's perfect for coloring. For painting not so much, because for that it's runny. So I put the base extra and I will just start to put dots in the base extra randomly, here and there. Yeah. And you let it open. Don't put it immediately next to, very close to each other, because if you put them close to each other, they will not have the chance to open wide. Yeah, so you try to put the first ones a little bit far from each other, so they have the, you know, this movement of opening in the gel. And after, when you see that they open quite big and you still have some places here and there, then you add a little bit more. But as you see, those which I add after, they don't have the chance to open that much, because there are the other ones. Okay, so I will clean this off and I will do it again. Okay, so base extra. The more close you put the dots to each other, the less place they have to open. Yeah, I will add a little bit more, so you can have, you don't need much of these colors, of course, when you are doing designs. But if you don't have enough product on the end of your dotting tool, for example, you are not going to be able to put down a good amount of gel. So you put one, see, and you let it, and you put on the other side and you leave it, and you put one in the middle and you leave it. The more close you put them to each other, the less place they will have to open. When you see that they are quite big enough, you place another, but do it far from each other and give it a time. Don't it's not worth it to rush it, because it's not going to open quicker if you put a lot of dots next to each other. Okay, give it a time, depending on how many fingers you do this design. Usually if they ask for design, or they put it on one finger on the ring finger, or maybe on two fingers, ring and pointy, or ring finger and thumb, or the two middle nail, or whatever options. So until you wait for these to open, you can go for the other one, I mean on the other hand, or the other nail. And until you play with the dots on the other fingers, they have the time to open. And they will have a very nice shape. It doesn't have to be very full. Yeah. It's just giving a nice look next to the flowers. If you want, you can add a little bit more base extra to have again some, not so much moss, to have a little more shape here, because this is base and you put it on the color. The base is a little bit runny, so you might see it running here and there. I mean the base, not the white color, because the base extra, it's like this, behaving like this. And you can just clean your dotting tool, you don't need it now. And we are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until we wait. I will tell you, I will show you again the design. Here, one of them I was trying to do with black and white, but the black is much more pigmented, it's not opening that quick and that much like that, and I put too much, as you see. Yeah, and here I use a different base, a glittery base, underneath the flowers. So, base extra, white paint gel, French white, shiny rose, me and you, just us two, and canvas of possibilities I use here as a base. And on the end, of course, we will put the dry top. So let's see, it's opened, we put it in the lamp for a fast cure for 30 seconds. Then you can start to prepare your liner brush. Yeah, the new nail liner brush with the paint gel. You put the paint gel on almost all, you don't need too much, but you need to have it in almost all of the brush. Just a very little, I don't know if it shows, just a very little I leave in the edge, okay? But you can see that there is some product in the end also. Then I will paint one white line. Okay, I put it for fast cure, 30 seconds. Then again I put a little bit of product. Doesn't have to be perfect, because we will cover it anyway. We will put the glitter color, we will put the petals, we will put, it doesn't have to be perfect anyway. And another line. And you put it in the lamp, 30 seconds. Clean your brush. I use a little bit of base, so I can clean my brush with it. And we will remove the excess white, what is stuck. Okay, and clean it again. Okay, the girls upstairs, they are having fun. And then I pick up from the glitter color and I just put it in between the two lines. If you want, you can do it the other way around, that you put first the glitter one, and then around the, next to the glitter color you put the 2 white. You can do it in this way also, however it's convenient for you. I think it doesn't really matter when you are doing art. Notices what you think that these details here, it doesn't really matter, because first of all, I cannot say it enough that art is not a specific thing, like a technicality. You can do it however it's convenient for you or comfortable for you. And even if you do it in the same way with the same technique, you will never ever have the same look even if you do it in one time. Let's say you have a customer and you do on 2 fingers the same kind of design, it's not going to look the same. Yeah. Then I take my dotting tool again. I need a little bit more product because I speak too much, I think. So dotting tool, and I will now put the base of the flower only. Yeah. Well, let's say I will put one here and another one here. Okay. And I put it for quick cure. 10 seconds is enough. Okay. Then I put a layer of top coat. Doesn't have to be thick, but cover good. Yes, I put it for 30 seconds. And then I will take my other brush, the Stalex one. And I will use now the white paint gel for the petals. On the white paint gel, when it's cured in the lamp, you don't need to put on the top nothing, because it's a paint gel. Okay, so we cured it. We have the base of our flowers, and then we will just start to draw the petals. Here in this case I do long and thin ones, so I place the brush and in the end I pick it up. I place my brush, I press it down a little, and in the end I pick it up. Again, now I come in the middle, I place it down, and in the end I pick it up. And then here another 2 I have to place, so I measure the space, I press it down, and in the end I pick it up. Always with every petal I paint, I pick up some product. You don't put the brush 2 times without product, because it's not going to look nice. And in the end, you always pick up the brush. Okay, and then you can go to the other one. Okay, and I put it in the lamp for 60 seconds because it's the final cure. Before that we put the top coat already. Again, I clean my brush with the clear gel to remove the excess color from the brush. Okay. So I cleaned my brushes. I will close it, so I will not destroy them. Put it back to its place. Okay, it's finished. Even though it's not sticky, I like to clean it off. Okay, and that's it. You can use any kind of vase, any kind of color. Very easy, fast design. Okay, bye bye.